Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures!
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer. Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer. Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer. Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer.
Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final match of Match Week 10 here in the UPSL Georgia Conference Premier Division. It is Kalonji Pro Profile taking on Pachuca, Georgia, here at Charlie Jordan Field on the campus of Shiloh High School, home of the Generals in Snellville, Georgia. And it is a chilly one here tonight in Snellville, Georgia. The temperature has been falling all night long, 52 degrees, but it's the wind gusting to 19 miles an hour, and it definitely feels Arctic in the southeast. Take a look at the leaderboard over in Zone 2 before we get to our Zone 1. Potros FC still at the top of the table, 7 matches, 7 wins, 21 points. Atlanta United Academy not that far off with 18, LSA Norcross Pro as well. Scenic City SC 13. Soccer Saves Lives. Dalton United now look to be on the outside looking in over here in zone number 1. Atletico Buford holding off Kalonji Pro Profile and Pachuca, Georgia, who are battling there second and third. Georgia Revolution not that far behind. Georgia Impact on the outside looking in. They have a small chance. FC Columbus Elite and Georgia Athletic are on the outside. About ready to get underway here in Snellville, Georgia. Pachuca, Georgia is going to get us started first. They're in the blue and white hooped shirts going from right to left. And it is Kalonji Pro Profile in the all-white kits moving from left to right. Let's get it underway and start this first half. And you'll be able to hear that wind whistling off of the field microphone. And there we go, underway here at the home of the Generals. Both of these two teams have seen each other this season. Kalonji Pro Profile went over to Pachuca, Georgia. The match was actually played here at Charlie Jordan Field, and it ended Pachuca, Georgia 0, Kalonji Pro Profile 3. Let's see if Kalonji can continue that winning ways here tonight. Grant Carr back in the lineup tonight for Kalonji Pro Profile. Good movement forward, getting it to Medard. He's in the box, but off sides. It was a really good ball from number 8, Kanye Samuel Fields. And Awanja Medard was not off by much. Now moving forward on that far side yet again. That one cut off. Great clearance by Pachuca. Winning possession from that pass. Grant Carr with a tackle that was sublime there, taking it back for Kalonji. Bocelli with it. And that was a beautiful ball in the back of the net for Pachuca, Georgia to open up the scoring. And he skies it over the defense and into the back of the net. That was beautiful here in the second minute to go up 1-0. Look at this ball. What a ball coming here from this tackle from Bocelli. He sends a sensational ball that is just headed over the defense and the goalkeeper in the second minute to make it 1-0. Luis Beltran with the goal. And that was beautiful. So Pachuca goes up early. No foul committed there by Carr. Foul by Kalonji. This will be an interesting one. This will be about 24 yards out. Pacelli over the ball. Pacelli off of the wall, gets it back, lifts it forward, headed again. Cleared by Kalonji. Pachuca again get possession. Dennis Leyva will see that ball out. It'll be a throw. You can see that wind just whipping over there on that far side. You can see that corner flag, all sorts of directions there. It's got to be difficult for these players tonight. That one sent out just to relieve pressure. Go back to Freddie Sanchez. He will put it back forward for Pachuca. Demise able to assist it, but lost in the midfield from that pass from Grant Carr. It ends its way out. Keep in mind, it's that gray touch line that is the out for the far sides. It's really hard to see here in the booth, even harder to see on the field. But it is that gray line between the black and the white. You can just see it right there at the bottom of the screen. And right there, Tony Tiente's ball goes out via throw. Porcelli. Deflected. But it will be Pachuca's ball. Last match for Pachuca, Georgia was on the 30th of October. They defeated Georgia Athletic 4-2. Kalonji Pro Profile, their last result, which was the 5th of November. They defeated Georgia Revolution 3-1. They also, last Sunday, competed in the U.S. Open Cup, defeated Mint Hill FC from Mid-Atlantic South to go on to the final of the qualifying rounds of the U.S. Open Cup. They will take on Potros FC over in Marietta High School, more than likely. We'll hear what day that match will be chosen, as that match will be right about the same time that the playoffs will be here for the Premier Division. Division 1 here in the Georgia Conference, just a week behind the Premier Division. UFA Lawrenceville and Angeles both with opportunities, along with Augusta Arsenal soccer team. All three of those teams vying for those promotion spots. Offsides by Kalonji. Wanja Medard probing, looking for that spot past the defense. Edwards doing a really good job that time here on the near side. Number 55 for Pachuca. That one deflected off of two teammates. Out for throw for Kalonji. Grant Carr will grab that Voigt ball. Voigt, the official match ball sponsor of the UPSL. Gets us back underway. And that ball will go out. We'll do it all over again. Going to get in front of the defender, gets around the keeper, but not able to get that ball as it's crossed right in front of goal. Just nobody there, but they get back possession. Does Kalonji profile. Nice ball to Kalonji, but he loses it. Right back to forward attack of Kalonji. Get around that first defender. Crossed. Cannot get the header. Lays it off. Going to get there. Back to Ramos. Ramos in the box. Cleared. He's going to get it back yet again. He'll play back. Switched all the way over to Grant Carr in the box. Woo! Does not miss that shot by much. Sorry, that was Awanja Medard who had that shot on goal. Look at that switch. Awanja Medard gets it right past the defender, and man, does not miss that by much. Back live. Offsides again. That ball cleared out. Romero now moving down the near channel, making it into the box, crosses it, and just enough of deflection to not be able to get to a teammate. Kalonji gives it back to Romero Ramos. He again tries to cross it. This time he'll earn the corner. Take a look at tonight's referees. Thomas Brigman is your center official. Mary Fernandez, Ivan Abastanen are ARs, and Daniel Emery, the fourth official. And the Kalonji man wanted to take it over there on the far side, but center official Thomas Brigman reminding him it's over here on the near side with Romero. It'll be an out swinger for Romero. To the back post, headed, out of control, cleared by Pachuca. Now here comes Pachuca on the counterattack. Beltran holding up Davies. Ben Davies wearing number 2 tonight. He's been wearing number 16 for the last few matches. For those of you watching at home and keeping track of Kalonji Pro Profile season, Awanja Medard in open space. Several step overs, gets around the first man, has the ball shot, and that one in the back of the net for the opener for Kalonji Pro Profile here in the 14th minute. And that all came from the run of play by Awanja Medard. And you see here, he steps over, gets past the defender, lays it off. Everyone went over to Medard and allows the goal for Kalonji Pro Profile in the 13th minute to make it 1-1. Goal scored by Akanye Samuel Francis in the 13th minute. Now immediately looking to counter is Pachuca. That cross not on the mark for Beltran. Bouncing out. Porcelli is called for the foul on Pavlotsky. No Kareem Tamimi for Kalonji Pro Profile tonight, as he is serving a red card suspension from a buildup of yellow cards from the last match. Good cut off by Tony Tiente. Gets it to Kalen Kalonji. He'll give it to Ramos, who crosses it immediately, and that one was perfect. Set up like the Mona Lisa, just absolute perfection there for Kalonji Pro Profile. Take a look at this ball. One from Tiente in the midfield. Kalen Kalonji getting it over here to the near channel to Ramos, who immediately crosses it to the back post, and Awanja Medard puts it away in the 16th minute to make it 2-1. Davies trying to hold off the Pachuca man, able to do so, gets it to Tiente, who gives it to Demise. Demise releases. Battle there between Samuel Francis and Clemente. Clemente will win the ball for Pachuca. Nice ball in and punched away by the keeper for Kalonji Pro Profile. And that is one of the areas that Kalonji Pro Profile has been looking for a replacement. Offsides there by Ramos. With the loss of Magala last season, Kalonji filtering in players in goal. 4 different goalkeepers so far this season. Asha Menard in goal tonight. Going back to the defense. Tiente trying to tackle, not going to win it. Carr is able to release it forward. Nice little acrobatic kick forward from Tiente. Trying to get it in the channel to Medard. Not going to be able to get there. It'll be a throw. Back to Sanchez. He will release. Pawlowski gets it right back, gives it to Davies. Now here comes Tiente through the midfield, the former Atlanta United two-man. Gives it to Kalen Kalonji, who gives it to Medard. Gets it forward to Tiente. He's in space. Doesn't make it in the back of the net. It'll be a goal kick. The wily veteran Tony Tiente almost getting that one in the back of the net. Finds his way, finds a tiny little spot in the defense right there. Medard gets it to him. He makes the turn, and he just gets it off from that left foot. It'll be a goal kick for Pachuca. They started the goal scoring in the second minute. Have allowed Kalonji to make two unanswered goals in the 13th and 16th minute. That's where we're at right now. Pachuca lose it in the midfield, moving it around, looking for somewhere to go, win it back. Play it back to Porcelli. Stefano goes over to the outside. Trying to make his way around Grant Carr. Not able to do so, but he gets a beautiful ball in the middle, and two Kalonji players having to clear it. Tiente loses possession. Crossed. And just able to grab it is Maynard. He will throw it out. Kind of unorthodox throw there. In the goalkeeping world, it doesn't matter how, as long as it's successful. No matter how unorthodox it might be. Sanchez will send it back forward. This will be a throw for Kalonji. Grant Carr taking his time, getting over to retrieve it here in the 24th minute. We started late due to a delay in the previous match between SSLFC and Atlanta United Academy. Atlanta United Academy defeating SSL 6-2 in a sensational performance for them. The young squad coming back from the 2 losses to begin the season to come back and really etch their ticket tonight into the playoffs. Playoffs are pretty much set on both zones. It's only positioning that's really to be configured at this point. Zone 1 takes on Zone 2 in the playoffs. Last week of the regular season is next week. Several makeup games are happening through midweek this week. Ramos wins it. Immediately makes a run down here the near channel. He's able to get past the defender into the box, crosses, and that one put in the back of the net. And that all came from Ramos not giving up on the play as he was being ran down by Raymond Salas, number 19, but not giving up on the play and put in the back of the net to make it 3-1. And look at, he holds off Salas, then gets past him, gets into the box, makes the cross, and easily slotted into the back of the net to make a brace for Samuel Francis in the 25th minute to make it 3-1. So 3 unanswered goals here for Pachuca, Georgia. They start the scoring in the 2nd minute and since then have awoken the Kalonji goal scoring. Grabbed there by Maynard. And across the news wire here in the ASMG TV studios, we finally get confirmation. FC Birmingham 3, North Georgia United 2. That is a massive win for FC Birmingham. Their first win of the season. A team that has been snake-bitten all year. They just haven't been able to see a match out. They've gone up several times in matches and just haven't been able to seal the deal, and they finally get it done. Congratulations to FC Birmingham. And that continues the woes for North Georgia United. Not going so well in his sophomore season, Coach K up there in North Georgia United. That means that now North Georgia United will fall into the relegation zone. They'll be tied points-wise with FC Birmingham, but a win for FC Birmingham. I'll have to take a look and see what the other points they have. We'll see. May come down to goal differential. Kalonji again attacking forward. Medard in the middle. plays it out to Samuel Francis. Nowhere to go. He goes back to Kalen. Back to Pavlotsky. Ramos into the box again, taking on. Nice little back heel to Tiente. It'll go back to Ramos. Ramos and Salas have really been battling all match long. And that'll be a foul committed by Ramos. So North Georgia defeated them 2-1, and now FC Birmingham defeat them 3-2. And that'll mean that they are almost identical across the numbers. North Georgia will have their fate in their hands as they still have to play Potros and Scenic City. FC Birmingham has to play Potros as well. Is Potros one of those teams that has some games to make up before this season is out? They still got to play North Georgia, Soccer Saves Lives, and FC Birmingham all in this week. 3 matches. They're going to play all 3 of those matches in 6 days. Played North Georgia on the 12th. Soccer Saves Lives on the 14th, and FC Birmingham on the 16th. Not to mention they got to play Kalonji Pro Profile in the U.S. Open Cup plus the playoffs. They're going to be a busy, busy team in these next couple weeks. Pachuca trying, but it's cleared by Kalonji. Trainer and recovery staff for Potros, they're going to make overtime this week and next. Keep those players going. Nazario Mbamio and Mark Bonneau both scoring tonight at the top of the goal scoring table. Depending on Georgia impact, Wilfred Camden Chopo started this week in the lead with 9 goals. That one will go out, and it'll be a corner. With no matches for Georgia Impact this weekend, that will allow Nazario Mbamio to tie him with 8 goals. This will be an outswinger for Pachuca, cleared. Shot taken again, saved and cleared by the defense of Kalonji Pro Profile. Ashton Menard, the goalkeeper, had no idea where that ball was. Ramos will give it into space for Awanja Medard. Immediately crosses it, and just not able to get there for his hat trick was Samuel Francis. Now here comes Pachuca, Georgia. Here in the 35th minute. Good ball in the middle. Trying to get around Davies. Gets back to Percelli. He'll give it right back. And it makes it right to Menard. Just enough of a deflection from Demise. Does not allow Chris Clemente to put that one in the back of the net here in the 35th minute. Good throw out to Medard. He gives it back to Carr. Carr will give it back to Medard there on the far touchline. He'll give it to Samuel Francis. Gives it right back to him. A fantastic tackle from the Pachuca man, and he'll earn the foul right at midline. Grant Carr committing the foul. Back underway quickly. Trying to get around Grant Carr. And no foul is called there. Long ball forward from Kalonji. Headed by Pachuca. Gets control of it. Percelli closed down, loses possession, but a foul will be called. Samuel Francis and Pavlotsky, he felt like he had won that cleanly. Clemente sends one forward. Head collision between Carr and the Pachuca man. Both go down. Play is stopped. See, as this ball from Clemente comes across, it just kind of floats in the air there, and the two players just collide. Trainer coming on to check on the Pachuca man. Again, we'll take a look at the fixtures while we see the response there for the Pachuca man. Last match right now that kicked off to end this weekend of play. Kalonji played in the midweek, defeated Georgia Revolution, Scenic City, losing to Potros in the middle of the week, and then lost again tonight. North Georgia, just how it worked out in the season, two different groups of teams, Scenic City and Potros, and North Georgia and FC Birmingham played each other in the middle of the week and then played each other at the end of the week. Dalton United losing to Norcross. Atletico Buford with that great win over FC Columbus Elite. Great win for Atlanta United Academy. And right now, Kalonji winning this match. You can see the players with Kalonji being very vocal and adamant about what's happening on the pitch, what they want to see from each other. Kamani Irving, the captain of this Kalonji Pro Profile team for many, many seasons. With a head injury, we will take as long as we can to make sure the player is okay before coming over to the sidelines. It's good to see the Pachuca man is up. We'll see if he is subbed out. That was the opening goal scorer, Luis Beltran, who was injured, being helped over to the sidelines by the trainer. You can hear that wind just howling on our field microphone. You can see it in the tree line on the back side. It is just rocking here in Snellville, Georgia, 20 miles an hour. We're in the booth, and we can still feel it coming in the tiny little windows, but it is just brutal out there, 47 degrees. And with that wind, it's getting feeling to the point where it's like in the 30s. There's a ball forward for Samuel Francis. Couldn't get complete control of it. He wanted to give it to Kalonji. He'll get it, though, through hard work and perseverance. It'll come over here to the near side. Ramos taking on Salas again. Trying to make the turn. Holds up. He'll cross it high. Tiente gets it. But right into the hands of Sanchez. Between Medard and Tiente, trying to get that one in the back of the net to make it 4 before we go to half. Edwards made the turn before sending it forward. That one will be cut off by Demise. Give it to Kamani Irving. Bouncing around before Demise gives it to Kalonji, and he'll lose it. Ramos steps up trying to get that from Edwards. Kalen Kalonji as well trying to tackle it away. Gets it to Porcelli over to the far side. Go back to Edwards. Moves forward. Switches it. Touch a little off, but it will get to a Pachuca man. He's right at the edge of the box, into the box. Gets it past Carr. Tried to one-time it, and it gets into the hands of Maynard. Ashton Maynard getting a lot of help from his defensive line to get just enough of a deflection on some of these balls to keep them from coming with any pace to him. Since that first goal in the second minute, he has been able to hold off any other goals from Pachuca. Pachuca will have to clear that ball out, be a throw, have to retrieve a second ball. That one went out of the field of play behind the stadium seating. Controlled by Pachuca, but that one will go, and it will go out on Grant Carr, and it'll be a throw. Ball sent forward. Headed away by Kamani Irving. It'll go out for a throw. Back to Sanchez. We're starting the final regulation minute, the 45th minute. We'll see how many minutes of stoppage time we will receive. Stanton Lauder, number 86, came on for Luis Beltran, number 70. From that head injury. Foul committed there by Pachuca on Awanja Medard. And that ball will go out. It'll be a goal kick. Freddie Sanchez will get us underway here in the beginning of stoppage time. Three minutes of stoppage time is what the fourth official just showed. 3 minutes. Kalen Kalonji holds off the Pachuca man, but his pass is taken away. Gets it right back, gets it to Ramos. Ramos and Salas. This has been the match all night long between these two teams. Wanja, that one out and over. Romero Ramos and Raymond Salas here on this near side. They have been going at each other back and forth all night long. So far, Ramos getting the better of Salas. Sanchez will send a blast out of the back. Kalonji recover, lose it again. Good turn by Edwards in center circle over to the far side, just not able to control that ball. Now, Tony Tiente. Medard loses it. It goes out. It'll be a throw. Tried to sneak that one in, wasn't able to do so. Tony Tiente gets it, gives it back to Pavlotsky. Sam Pavlotsky gives it over to Grant Carr, goes back to Kamani Irving. He'll switch it to Ramos, cut off by Salas. Ben Davies gets it forward. Nice little run there. Kalen Kalonji will win that. He'll flip it forward for Amaro. But Amaro's not, well, he is going to be able to keep it in. Fantastic work on that back line. Back heel to Kalen Kalonji. Kalen holding on two people. Keeps it in. Flicked out, and it'll be a corner. Great work there between the two Kalonji players. Amaro Ramos and Kalen Kalonji taking on two defenders, keeping that ball in the field of play, and winning the corner. Played short. Flicked forward, not able to get that ball. And that will be the end of the opening half of this match. We will go into halftime with the score. Kalonji Pro Profile 3, Pachuca, Georgia 1. See if Pachuca, Georgia can work some magic at the halftime and get this match going back in the right direction from them. See if Kalonji Pro Profile can continue this winning way, or if they will allow Pachuca back in. We'll step away for a few minutes, allow you to get a beverage and a snack. Come back, we'll give you 45 more minutes of soccer action here at Charlie Jordan Field in Snellville, Georgia. We end at the half. Kalonji Pro Profile 3, Pachuca, Georgia 1.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans. So they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer. Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures!
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer.
And welcome back to the nightcap that is Kalonji Pro Profile and Pachuca, Georgia, here in the UPSL Georgia Conference Premier Division, right here at Charlie Jordan Field on the campus of Shiloh High School, home of the Generals in Snellville, Georgia. Kalonji Pro Profile with a 3-1 lead over Pachuca, Georgia. Larry, we were bringing you all the action tonight here at Shiloh High School. Been an interesting matchup so far between these two teams. Pachuca, Georgia getting the scoring early in the second minute by number 70, Luis Beltran. Then in the 13th minute, number 8, Akanye Samuel Francis gets the first goal for Kalonji. Awanja Madard, number 20, gets the second one in the 16th. And then in the 25th, number 8, Kanye Samuel Francis gets the third and his brace. Take a look at the fixtures around the league here in Week 10. You see those midweek matches at the beginning. Kalonji Pro Profile, Georgia Revolution, Scenic City, Potros, North Georgia, FC Birmingham. Then we moved to yesterday, Dalton United and LSA Norcross Pro. Atletico Buford and FC Columbus Elite. That match started our viewership today here at Shiloh High School. Atletico Buford with the 6-1 win. FC Birmingham getting that much-needed win against North Georgia United. SSL losing to Atlanta United Academy. Potros continuing their unbeaten streak and have just put on a massive performance. Kalonji Pro Profile with this lead right now. Our very own Andre Bomar had an opportunity to speak to Coach Frankie Ruiz and one of the top goal scorers for Potros FC, Mark Bonneau, this week. Both of those interviews, a part of Set Pieces, you can catch here on our ASMG TV YouTube channel. Something to check out when you have time. Look at the leaderboards as it stands right now. Start off in Zone 1. Right now, Atletico Buford with that 6-point lead over Kalonji Pro Profile. Kalonji looks like they might extend their lead over Pachuca, Georgia. Georgia Revolution in that last of the top 4 playoff spots. Georgia Impact just outside. And then FC Columbus Elite and Georgia Athletic look like they are not going to be able to make it to the playoffs this season. Look at zone number 2. Potros FC staying undefeated. Still have 3 matches that they got to play. Atlanta United Academy and LSA Norcross Pro right on their heels. Scenic City has that last of the 4. Soccer saves lives with that loss today, along with Dalton United really on the outside looking in alongside North Georgia United and FC Birmingham. We'll have to update that fixture as that win for FC Birmingham will give them 6 points and make things interesting. But that's how we started before this match. And we have just a handful of matches left to go this season, as next week is the last week of the regular season. Who is going to lift those trophies and move on to the playoffs? Winner of the playoffs will represent the Georgia Premier League in the UPSL National Tournament. Will it be Potros FC again? Or will it be the new oncomers, Atletico Buford? They battled in the U.S. Open Cup, like I said, last week. Potros coming away with the victory. We're just waiting for the final team pep talk down there for Kalonji Pro Profile. You can see Asher Menard, the goalkeeper for Kalonji Pro Profile. He is feeling that 47-degree temperature, more feeling like 41 with that wind really whipping. 15 gusting to 20. It'll be Kalonji Pro Profile that are going to get us underway here in the second half. All white kits moving from right to left. Pachuca, Georgia in the blue and white hooped tops moving from left to right. Thomas Brigman, our center official, ready to blow the whistle. And there we go for the second half. Can Pachuca, Georgia get back into this match, or will Kalonji Pro Profile win another one on their journey towards the playoffs? Lose that pass to Kamara. And that one's going to go all the way back to Freddie Sanchez. Long ball sent forward from Pachuca. Between Grant Carr and Kamani Irving, they control it for Kalonji. Demise will send it forward. Controlled by Samuel Francis. It'll make its way all the way back to Maynard. And he'll go to Kamani Irving. He'll send a long one forward. Cut off by Pachuca. So far, only one substitution in the first half. That was due to a head injury for Luis Beltran of Pachuca, Georgia. Wanja Medard with it now. He'll play it to Kalen Kalonji. He'll give it back to Demise. He'll go forward. Tony Tiente comes to Pavlotsky. Wanja Medard will get it back. Immediately gives it back to Grant Carr. Controlling possession right now is Kalonji Pro Profile. Working there in the midfield is Pachuca. They'll earn the foul. Pachuca, Georgia needing to get a goal early to get back in this battle. Come all the way back to the defensive line does Pachuca. They'll send one long forward. Bouncing, but Maynard will grab it. And he will roll it to Kamani. It was number 86, Stanton Lauder, who came on for Luis Beltran. Remember, here in the UPSL Georgia Conference, Each team can make 7 substitutions. You can see everybody absolutely bundled up there on the sidelines. Getting ready for the goal kick. Coming out of the back. Kalonji trying to control the ball. Able to do so. Tony Tiente. Wanja Medard having to backtrack. Trying to give it to Tiente. That pass was slow, but got there enough to him. But it makes its way to Freddie Sanchez. He'll roll it to Angel Leyva. Makes his way forward into the midfield before losing it. Now, Samuel Francis, he's already got 2, lays it off to Medard, and Medard puts that one away to get his brace in the 51st minute. Wanja Medard coming on strong late in the season like he has done in the past. And look at this one, a selfless act here by Samuel Francis to give Medard the easy look, place it into the side netting to make it 4-1. Woes continuing for Pachuca, Georgia. Need to find some goals and need to find them quickly. Does Pachuca, Georgia. Sent long. Grant Carr heading it straight up into the air, but it's in possession. Thrown in for Pachuca. Try to cross it on the turf. Not able to get there. He'll do it all over again. See what Kamara was trying to do. He was trying to sneak that one on the pitch into the box. Just not able to get past that Kalonji defense. Towards the near post, cleared away. And that one will go all the way back to Leyva. He'll go forward, finds Kamara. Kamara goes down and will earn the foul off of Grant Carr. Grant Carr feels like he did not obstruct Kamara in any way. This will be a really good opportunity for Pachuca. This one is just shy of 22 yards by millimeters. Be a 2-man wall for Kalonji. It's only about half a yard from the corner of the box. Put forward. That one just continued to rise. And it goes out for a goal kick. It was good intention, just not enough space to get that ball up and down, plus dealing with this wind from Mother Nature as all of a sudden it begins to die down. Maynard will just flick it over to Irving, who gives it to Carr, and he'll give it right back. Davies tried to get that one back to Tiente, not able to do so. Kamara being stood up by both Irving and Carr. And it's deflected to Maynard, and he will wait until Kamara gets close enough to be able to pick it up. Waste a few extra seconds there in the box. Sent forward to Kalen Kalonji. His pass back to Grant Carr was not the best, but Pavlotsky helped him out. Send that one forward, but not going to be able to thread the needle past Angel Leyva between Samuel Francis and Medard. Dennis Leyva with the ball. He'll send one, and just able to keep it from getting through the line is Kamani Irving. That was a really, really interesting ball from Dennis Leyva. Almost made it. Battling there between Pavlotsky and Edwards. Edwards coming away with it. Great tackle by the Kalonji man, Demise. Tiente trying to hold up Edwards, not going to be able to do so. Edwards is going to have to go back to Leyva, and he'll go all the way back to Sanchez. Down by 3. Pachuca, Georgia needs to find some goals. They need to find them in bunches. And the near AR called offsides on Pachuca, Georgia. That one will go out. Throw for Pachuca. Another throw for Pachuca, just a little bit farther down. Controlled by Tiente. Pavlotsky, he'll go forward to Medard. Medard cut down by 2 players, but Pavlotsky will help him out. He again is teamed by 2 players. Flicks it off of the Pachuca man, but he's going to earn the foul. Pachuca, Georgia got one more match for this year, this fall season. There's a substitution. It'll be the end of the day for Juan Hermengildo, number 71. He will be replaced by number 98, Ramiro Ramirez. Last match of the season for Pachuca, Georgia will be against Georgia Revolution. Battling for this one, sliding it across, nobody there. You can see what Lauder was trying. He just didn't have a teammate there, as that near side was wide open against Kalonji's defense. Throw for Pachuca, taken quickly. Kamara has it. Lauder goes back to Porcelli, who immediately gives it a little header by Lauder, but nobody there. Lauder's trying to get it to a teammate, just a little off. And it was one of the things that I was noting during the halftime off camera. Kalonji Pro Profile elected to go into the warm locker room. Pachuca, Georgia, they stayed out on the pitch and continued to warm up, just moving the ball around and listening to the recommendations from the coaching staff. Which one was the right choice? Foul committed by Pachuca. Another substitution for Pachuca. It'll be the end of the day for Axel Hermengildo. He will be replaced by number 90. Axel Vargas is coming on. So Axel for Axel. '61st minute, Kalonji Pro Profile 4, Pachuca, Georgia 1. UPSL Georgia Conference Premier Division, Match Week 10. Cross from Kamara right into the hands of Maynard. Good ball through center circle, and an even better little pass there. Just not going to be able to get it to Ramos. Held off there by Salas. They were the match during that first half, those two players. Kamara now. Kamani Irving comes out to challenge Kamara. That ball sent away by Grant Carr. Awanja Medard has it, kept it in, but loses possession to Pachuca. Right at the edge of center circle, makes the turn, gives it. Dennis Leyva turns, he'll go back. Gives it to, now that'll be a long ball over from Ramirez to Edwards. See if we'll see, and I think we might be seeing it in just a second. See if we, from Kalonji Pro Profile, see if we'll see Thierry Jules make a cap tonight. He has been in and out of the lineup for Kalonji Pro Profile all season. Still looking to find success like he did when he was at Atlanta City, when they were the shockers of the fall season and defeated everybody to go from the bottom of the playoffs to playoff champs and make at least a presence in the national tournament. Lost to St. Louis City SC. It'll be Awanja Medard coming off. And instead of seeing the likes of Thierry Jules, we're actually going to see some of the new breed down here in Kalonji Pro Profile. Ethan Joyner, number 11, is who came on. One of the academy players making his way into the top team. Good ball forward. Joyner's first touch. It's going to be forward, and he doesn't keep his footing and falls down. Blame that on the turf monster. Ramirez lays it off to Kamara. Kamara looking for somewhere to go. Switch it over to Edwards. Edwards has space to move forward if he wants. Good switch forward. Gets past Irving and Carr, but it's got to play backwards, does Lauder. Go back to Ramirez. Ramirez. Strong boot to switch play. From the near to far. Porcelli will go back to Sanchez. Clock starting to get away from Pachuca, Georgia. Nice ball forward, cut off by Demise. Go back to Ramirez. And Joyner will deflect that one off. And we get another substitute, this time on Pachuca. End of the day for Dennis Leyva. He will be replaced by number 73, Brian Gomez. So 4 substitutions for Pachuca, Georgia so far. 3 more to go if they have all 7. Did not look like either side brought the full compilation of 7 substitutions tonight. Battling there on the near line. Lauder comes away with it, but loses it to Tiente. Tiente gives it to the far side. Ramos. Ramos takes on the challenge, gets around it, takes on the second one, but puts it too far in front of him. Coming over here to the near side for Kamara. He's in the box. Look to switch it. It'll be deflected off of Kamani Irving, out for a throw. As we enter the 68th minute. 2 braces for Kalonji Pro Profile. Gives them 4. Pachuca, Georgia have not been able to find the back of the net since the 2nd minute. No foul committed there. That deflected off. It'll be a throw. And that ball thrown away, and to the detriment of Pachuca, Georgia. So Grant Carr will take his time recovering. He'll throw it in to Irving. And Irving will release. Samuel Francis wanting to get it to Kalen Kalonji, just not enough of a pass there to get it to him. Good touch there on the far side for Pachuca. Get around Ben Davies, but not able to seal the deal. Will earn a corner. You can see the wind is blowing right into the face of the corner flag for this outswinger. Into the box, far side. And that one hits the side netting and goes out for a goal kick. Another substitution getting ready to come on. This one for Kalonji Pro Profile. Be the end of the day for Kalen Kalonji. And it does look like they did listen to me up here in the booth as Thierry Jules came on, number 17. Give him some minutes and get him ready for some potential in the playoffs. See if the former Life City soccer player can use that 6'8" frame. I should say Life University puts some in the back of the net. There's the final substitution for Thierry Jules and Kalen Kalonji. That pass cut off by Ramirez. Kamara getting around Pavlotsky. Foul committed, immediately get back underway. Good ball to Kamara. Making his way through all of those Kalonji players, but eventually they finally get possession, at least for a moment. Ramirez has it again. And Kamara took on about 5 Kalonji players before losing possession. Ramirez throws it in. Bocelli will switch it. And just not able to get there in time. Goes out for throw for Kalonji here in the 73rd minute. I'll spit it out. Ramirez will go back to Leyva, immediately goes over to Edwards. Edwards will switch it to Kamara. Has possession, has the on-running Ramirez. He'll give it to him. Can he get there before it goes out? No, he cannot. Another substitution that came on for Pachuca off camera. Brandon Arvalo came on, number 80. Did not see who he went out for. Ramos is going to be subbed out for Kalonji in just a moment. Shot! And that one was not off by much. And it will be number 19. And that's LaShawn Morris who will be coming on. And Amaro finally gets there. Getting some last-minute debate there from the staff of Kalonji Pro Profile, who LaShawn Morris is replacing. Nevertheless, we are getting ready for a goal kick in the 75th minute for Kalonji Pro Profile as they hold on to this 4-1 lead. And that'll be a foul committed by Ramos. We have another substitution coming on for Pachuca. So whether it was by coaching staff or now by an injury, it looks like Amaro Ramos' day is done. Trainer coming over to take a look. Ramos gets up. Said again, temperature slowly falling. Wind slowing down a little bit. Low 40s. Feels like 40 with that wind. You can see that flag that the AR Mary Fernandez is holding, just blowing in the wind. We roll into the 77th minute. And there is LaShawn Morris coming on for Ramos. And now it'll be the end of the match for Kamara. He will be replaced by number 99. That is Rodrigo Quintana. So Quintana will get about 14 minutes and some change. See if he can impact this match. See if he can help Pachuca, Georgia start to pull some goals back from Kalonji Pro Profile. Foul committed. And that is Sam Pawlowski down on the turf. Lose it in the midfield. Do Kalonji. That pass from the newly entered Quintana off the mark. Kalonji get it back. Give it to Samuel Francis. Grant Carr. And immediately Joyner giving it back to Irving. He goes forward. Nobody there. That one will find its way through. And Demise coming to the aid of his center back partner to allow possession for Kalonji again. Ball forward. Terry Jules has it, and he puts it past Freddie Sanchez for the goal. Terry Jules finally getting on board. Makes it 5-1. And look at this ball coming in from Kamani Irving right to Jules all alone and just places it right past Sanchez to go up 5-1. Cut off there by Pawlowski. Looks to go left, looks to go right. His pass cut off. Pachuca now, they look to counter. Nice ball forward, just enough of a touch up there by Demise. Over to the far side, and that one just enough for Ben Davies to get a touch on it. Into the box, and Maynard has control. Maynard has played really, really well tonight for Kalonji Pro Profile in that revolving position in the goal. One of 5 different players that have played in goal this season for Kalonji. Continuing to find that permanent replacement for David Magala. Gets it to Thierry Jules. He'll lay it off. Allow the chance. Up and over. Samuel Francis not bouncing off of Joyner. Kalonji just getting in their own way, trying to score this 6th goal. Pavlotsky loses it to Bercelli. Bercelli goes down. Grant will give it to Pavlotsky and Joyner. They'll just move the ball around. Bercelli gets back up. Now Pavlotsky will go into center circle to Tiente and over to Ben Davies. Pavlotsky, give and go, back to Tiente, switches it. Carr's not going to get to that one. Pachuca needing movement into positive space. No foul called there between Joyner and Pavlotsky. That pass cut off by Edwards. Sanchez clears it out for Pachuca. Good touch. Controlled by Pachuca, Georgia. 82nd minute. Sanchez moves forward before dishing it off to his left back. He'll receive it right back, though. Send it high into the sky. Bouncing out of center circle. Lauder continue to push it forward. Take a rip. Slapped down by Maynard. Maynard really feeling confident in goal tonight for Kalonji Pro Profile. That pass cut off by Pachuca once again. Come over here to the near side. Gonna take a shot. What a good save. Still in play. Bouncing around and cleared. It'll be a corner. Be an outswinger. Samuel Francis gives it to Pavlotsky. Pavlotsky loses it. Wanted a foul, not going to get one. Maynard goes down on that challenge. First go back and look at that last opportunity for Pachuca. And this is Diaz with this ball in, and a great little hand save straight up into the air and cleared. And Maynard is okay. He'll send it out here in the 85th minute. But Edwards will control it. Being cut down by Jules. Jules wins it. He'll take a shot, and another great save, this time by Freddie Sanchez. Great strike by their Thierry Jules. Look at this ball. He wins it right here with Edwards. Works his way off of him, and he'll move to space, take the shot, and a sensational ball over the top from Sanchez. Just parries it over the bar. It'll be an in-swinger coming in from Joyner. To the backside. And cleared. Pachuca. Now, can they come up with a counter? Nice ball, but Maynard will see it away with some assistance from Pavlotsky. Grant Carr felt like he was fouled. That one cut off and sent forward. Nobody going to get there for Kalonji. Pachuca, Georgia, utilizing all of their 7 substitutes tonight. Kalonji per profile only with 3 so far that I've seen. Able to get out of that jam. Lays it off to Pavlotsky. Jules will get it back. Gives it back to Pavlotsky. Pavlotsky making the wide turn. Gives it to Tiente. He's able to get past Percelli. Able to get past the another challenge. Gets it back on the give and go from Jules. And that will be coming together as that ball was cleared off of Tony Tiente as he was on the ground, and that'll be a yellow card issued to number 99, Rodrigo Quintana. The Kalonji players not happy with that take on the captain slash coach, veteran. You see right here. And that, he's lucky that he only got a yellow card for that, if I'm being honest. That was a deliberate hit of the ball right into Tony Tiente from Rodrigo Quintana. I wouldn't be surprised if that is looked at this week. Tried a little bit of a back heel, earn a corner. This will be an outswinger for Kalonji in the 88th minute. Into the box. Cleared away. Pavlotsky will put it back forward. Joyner tried some acrobatic work, not able to get so. Makes it to Tiente. Tiente goes down in the box and earns a penalty. Looks like Edwards was the player that was called for that, and center official stepping away from both teams. See, as this ball is put back forward from Joyner and then Demise, and you see right here, can't see if it was Edwards or if it was potentially either Percelli that committed that foul in the box. I couldn't see exactly who it was. It was such a bang-bang. There were 2 players right there with Tiente. Nevertheless, it's Tiente over the ball. Former Atlanta United 2-man. And he puts it past Sanchez to make it 6. And it is all sales for Kalonji Pro Profile. That one coming in the 90th minute for Tony Tiente to make it 6-1. Trying to get there. What a save! And that one off the bar. Offsides was called. Ashen Maynard getting some help from the bars of the goal and then assisted with the offsides flag to keep it 6-1. Back going forward. Getting the stoppage clock ready to go. That's a foul committed on Pavlotsky. You can see the fourth official, Daniel Emery, having the board ready to place for the official stoppage time. Three minutes of stoppage time is what we had. 3 minutes. Deflected off, and they're going to call, I believe they called that a goal kick for Kalonji Pro Profile. Maynard will get us back underway. Just a little bit more than 60 seconds is all we have left. Sent forward. Great touch by the Kalonji man. Lays it off. We'll receive it back. Trying to cross it. Held up. Deflected off of the Pachuca man. And cleared by Pachuca. Still not giving up. That one deflected. Pavlotsky will receive it. Jules tries to flick it to Pavlotsky. Will come back, will win that. Takes the shot, pulls that one. Goes down. Did he earn a foul? I believe it was Ramirez who committed that foul, if a foul was called. Did not see center make the determination. Oh, excuse me, that wasn't Ramirez. Looks like that was Clemente. Did go out, was a goal kick. Quintana switches. So back to the drawing board for one more match for Pachuca, Georgia. They still have an opportunity to make the playoffs. Just need to see that last match out. And that is going to do it for us here at Charlie Jordan Field. In what was a marathon of a day, we end the final of 3 matches here. Kalonji Pro Profile 6, Pachuca, Georgia 1. 3 matches in a day. Thank everybody here at ASMG TV Studios. Massimo, Joey, Dre, Myself, Larry, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Get all of our content, not just these live matches, but podcasts, highlights, interviews, so very much more right here on ASMG TV. Catch those interviews that just dropped the other day with the Potros FC's Mark Bonneau and Coach Frankie Ruiz. That'll do it for us. Here, we got one more week of regular action before we make it to the playoffs. We end tonight. Galen Kalonji, Pro Profile 6. Pachuca, Georgia 1.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.